This is part 2 of my talk on Race, Religion, and Resilience in the Neoliberal Age by Cedric Johnson. So in chapter 2, Cedric Johnson gives an overview of the rise of neoliberalism in the late 20th century. He explains that governments essentially gutted urban centers and incentivized white flight during this era. First, they signed free trade agreements that allowed corporations to relocate to areas with weak labor laws, and that decreased wages and the standard of living, especially in Black communities. Second, politicians invested in the Vietnam War and the war on drugs, and this channeled money into the military and the prison industrial complex and away from essential social services in low-income neighborhoods. Third, as urban centers were being decimated by social service cuts, governments invested in suburbs and implemented policies that banned Black people from moving to those suburbs. So Black people were essentially trapped in America's decaying urban centers. Johnson emphasizes that the ghettoization of cities across America wasn't an accident. It was a deliberate neoliberal strategy. Politicians actually said that they wanted to abandon cities. For example, New York City Mayor Roger Starr introduced a policy of benign neglect that included the planned shrinkage of cities. What this meant was that cities would be abandoned by the government and left to decay. This wasn't the fault of those communities. No one can live without government support. And in fact, white people fled from cities precisely because they couldn't live decent lives there. But politicians blamed neoliberalism's victims by funding and circulating racist propaganda. And I'll continue this in the next video.